If you've ever used Ethereum, you've probably noticed something called a gas fee. Maybe you sent some Ether, bought an NFT, or tried using a DeFi app and saw a fee pop up that was sometimes a few cents or sometimes shockingly high. So, what exactly is this gas? Why does it cost money just to use the network? And who decides how much you pay? In this video, we'll break down how gas fees work, the economics that power Ethereum, and why this system is so essential to keeping the blockchain running smoothly and fairly. To understand gas, we need to remember what Ethereum actually is. Ethereum isn't just a cryptocurrency, it's a decentralized computer that executes code across thousands of nodes worldwide. Every time you interact with a network, sending tokens, running a smart contract, or minting an NFT, you're asking that global computer to perform a calculation. And just like running a real computer requires electricity, running Ethereum requires gas. Gas is the unit that measures how much computational effort a transaction takes. Simple actions like sending ETH cost very little gas. Complex operations like swapping tokens on a DeFi protocol or running a multi step contract consume more. In other words, gas measures work, Ether pays for it. Gas isn't just a technical detail, it's an economic safeguard. Without gas fees, people could overload the network by spamming it with infinite transactions or endless loops of code. By attaching a cost to computation, Ethereum ensures that every operation has a price, discouraging abuse and keeping the system efficient. It's a balance between fairness and functionality. You pay for the resources you use, just like paying for cloud computing on AWS or electricity at home. This is what makes Ethereum self sustaining. Users fund the very infrastructure they depend on through the gas fees built into every transaction. Now, let's talk about how the gas fee itself is calculated. There are two parts: the amount of gas a transaction uses and the price of gas you're willing to pay. The total fee is simple math. Gas use times gas price is equal to total fee. For example, if your transaction uses 21,000 units of gas and you're paying 50 gwei per unit, you'd pay 1,050,000 gwei. So what's gwei? It's a smaller unit of ether, kind of like cents to a dollar. 1 billion gwei equals 1 ether. The gas used is determined by how complex your transaction is. The gas price, however, depends on demand, how busy the network is at that moment. When Ethereum gets crowded, users start bidding higher gas prices to get their transactions processed faster. In Ethereum's original proof of work model, gas fees went to miners, the people running powerful computers to secure the network. Since Ethereum's 2022 shift to proof of stake, that role is now handled by validators. Validators are the ones who confirm transactions and propose new blocks. When you pay gas, part of that fee goes to these validators as a reward for maintaining the network. It's an incentive system. Your gas payment compensates the people and infrastructure keeping Ethereum secure and decentralized. Without it, there would be no motivation for validators to process your transactions or maintain consensus. In 2021, Ethereum introduced a major upgrade called EIP 1559, which completely redefined how gas fees work. Before EIP 1559, users would manually set their gas prices, creating bidding wars. Whoever paid more got processed first. It worked, but it wasn't predictable or efficient. EIP 1559 changed that by introducing a base fee that automatically adjusts with network demand. This base fee is the minimum amount required for a transaction to be included in a block. And here's the twist: that base fee is burned, permanently removed from circulation. In addition to the base fee, users can add a priority fee, a small tip to incentivize validators to process their transaction faster. This upgrade made Ethereum's fee system smoother, more predictable, and even slightly deflationary, since part of the fees are burned, reducing the total ETH supply over time. Gas fees are more than just payments. They're a mechanism that balances supply and demand for computation when the network is busy. For example, during an NFT drop or DeFi surge, demand for block space spikes. That drives up gas prices. When things calm down, prices drop again. It's the same principle as surge pricing for rideshare apps. The higher the demand, the higher the price. But this isn't just economics, it's governance by market forces. It ensures that the most valuable and time sensitive transactions get processed first, while others can wait for lower cost periods. It's not always user friendly, but it's how Ethereum stays decentralized and efficient without a central authority controlling access. Gas fees are more than just payments. They're a mechanism that balances supply and demand for computation when the network is busy. For example, during an NFT drop or DeFi surge, demand for block space spikes. That drives up gas prices. When things calm down, prices drop again. It's the same principle as surge pricing for rideshare apps. The higher the demand, the higher the price. But this isn't just economics, it's governance by market forces. It ensures that the most valuable and time sensitive transactions get processed first, while others can wait for lower cost periods. It's not always user friendly, but it's how Ethereum stays decentralized and efficient without a central authority controlling access. As Ethereum continues to evolve, gas fees are expected to become even more efficient. Upgrades like proto-dank sharding and full sharding will increase capacity dramatically, allowing more transactions to be processed in each block. Meanwhile, competition from Layer 2 networks is already driving costs down, meaning users will get faster, cheaper transactions without sacrificing decentralization. The goal isn't to eliminate gas, it's to make it fair, predictable, and accessible for everyone. So, the next time you see a gas fee on Ethereum, remember, it's not just a random cost. It's the economic engine that powers one of the most important blockchains in the world. It keeps the system secure, prevents abuse, and funds the network that millions depend on. Gas is what turns Ethereum from an idea into a living, breathing digital economy. And understanding it is key to understanding how this new decentralized world truly works.